You press the power button. The television screen goes dark. You walk to the kitchen. The microwave clock blinks quietly. You plug in your phone for the night and leave your laptop on the desk. Everything is off. Everything is still. Everything is resting. Or so you think. Because right now, in the dark and the silence, dozens of machines inside your home are secretly awake. They are drawing electricity. They are running circuits. Some of them are connected to the internet. Some of them are listening. And not one of them cares that you told them to turn off. So here's the question that should probably alarm you a little. How much electricity is your home using right now, while you sleep, and why? All this we are going to learn today on Everyday Simple Science with Ray. If you're new here, kindly subscribe to our channel, like and share this video, and help us reach new people who are interested in learning about the what, why, and how of the universe. Now, let's get right into it. Did you know that scientists and engineers have a name for it? Several names, actually. Names like standby power, phantom load, idle current, and our personal favorite, vampire power. Because just like the vampires of legend, it feeds slowly, silently, and mostly at night. The concept is simple. Vampire power is the electricity your devices continue to consume even when they appear to be switched off. They are not doing their main job. Your television is not showing you anything. Your printer is not printing anything. Your phone charger has nothing attached to it. But they're all still drawing power from the grid. Quietly. Constantly. Without asking permission. Now, here's something worth knowing. It was not always this way. There was a time when turning something off actually meant turning it off. Old mechanical switches physically broke the electrical circuit. There was no circuit to complete. There was no electricity flowing. The device was off. Truly, completely, honestly off. A lamp from 1960 used exactly 0 watts when it was switched off. 0. Nothing. Not a fraction of a watt. Not a trickle. Nothing. Then came the age of smart electronics. Remote controls. Digital displays. Microchips with memory. Internet connections. And with all of that convenience came a new problem nobody warned us about. Our devices never truly sleep anymore. So why do modern devices insist on staying partially alive? The answer is deceptively simple. More specifically, your expectations. Think about what happens when you press the power button on your remote. You expect the television to turn on immediately, not after a 30-second warm-up sequence, not after it loads its operating system, not after it remembers what channel you were watching. Immediately. To make that possible, a small portion of the television never actually turns off. A tiny circuit, sometimes called a standby circuit, remains powered at all times. It watches for the infrared signal from your remote. The moment it detects that signal, it wakes the rest of the TV up, instantly, as if it had never been sleeping. Think of it like a night security guard in an empty office building. The offices are dark, the desks are empty, but one person is still there, drinking coffee in the lobby, waiting for instructions. They're the one who switches the lights on the moment someone walks through the door. Your devices all have that night guard. And for some devices, the guard does more than watch the door. They browse the internet. They download software updates. They sync your preferences to cloud servers. They stream your sleep data to an app. They listen for your voice. Your smart speaker, that cheerful little cylinder on your kitchen counter, is never, ever off. It is permanently awake. Right now, as you watch this, it is processing audio, filtering sounds, listening for its wake word. It is, in the most literal sense, an extremely polite spy who lives in your home and you invited in yourself. And here's the thing, you would never give it up, because the convenience is real. But convenience has a cost, and we are about to see exactly how high that cost is. Okay, now, let's walk through your home, because the list of energy vampires in the average household is longer than most people realize. Televisions and cable boxes are classic offenders. Cable boxes in particular can draw significant power 24 hours a day, even at 3 a.m. when nobody is watching anything. Gaming consoles are among the hungriest. Modern consoles often stay connected to the internet in standby mode, quietly downloading game updates, syncing trophies, and accepting invitations to games you will never play. Some consoles can draw 10 to 15 watts in standby alone. Phone chargers and laptop chargers continue to draw a small amount of electricity even when nothing is plugged in. Leave a charger in the wall with nothing attached, and it is still slowly, silently pulling current. Not much, but adds up. Microwaves, and this might be the most ridiculous fact in this entire video, use more electricity displaying their clock than they use heating your food. Think about that. Your microwave exists to heat food, but the amount of time it spends heating food is a tiny fraction of the time it spends displaying the time, which means the clock, which you could replace with a $5 battery-powered clock, may be responsible for more of your electricity bill than the actual appliance function. Smart home devices, thermostats, security cameras, voice assistants, smart bulbs are designed from the ground up to never, ever stop. They are not appliances that sometimes need to communicate. They are always communicating, always listening, always processing. Even your desktop computer and monitors, depending on their settings, may continue drawing power long after you have shut them down. Now let's talk numbers, because this is where it gets genuinely surprising. A single device in standby mode might use anywhere from half a watt to 5 watts. That sounds like nothing. And for one device, it is nothing. But the average home contains somewhere between 20 and 40 electronic devices. Many of them are drawing standby power 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. When you add it all together, standby power typically accounts for somewhere between 5 and 10% of a household's total electricity use. In some homes, it is higher. Now, 5 to 10% might still sound small, but think about it this way. If your electricity bill is $100 per month, that means up to $10 of it is going to devices that are not doing anything useful, simply because your appliances would rather stay awake than sleep. But here is where the scale becomes genuinely staggering. Scale this beyond one home. Scale it to a city, a country, a continent, and standby power becomes one of the largest invisible sources of energy waste on the planet. Some estimates suggest that in major economies, the electricity consumed by devices in standby mode is large enough to power millions of homes. Entire power generating stations may be running around the clock, burning fuel, generating emissions, transmitting power through thousands of kilometers of cable, so that your microwave can tell you it is 11:47 p.m. Let that sit for a moment. Power plants, running 24 hours a day. For clocks, for standby lights, for remote control receivers waiting for a button press that may never come. This is not a small problem hidden in your living room. This is a global inefficiency hiding in plain sight. And the reason it has persisted for so long is simple. Each individual device seems too small to worry about, but the collective cost is enormous. So why do manufacturers keep building devices this way? Surely they know. They do. And they keep doing it anyway, because it is what you want. Consumer surveys consistently show that people prefer instant-on devices over efficient ones. We want the television to respond in less than 2 seconds. We want our game console to download updates without us thinking about it. We want our smart speaker to respond the instant we say its name. Every one of those preferences requires standby power, and manufacturers, quite rationally, give consumers what consumers say they want. The good news is that efficiency standards have improved dramatically over the past 2 decades. Modern devices in standby mode typically use far less electricity than the equivalent devices from 15 years ago. International energy standards have pushed manufacturers to reduce standby consumption significantly. Progress is real, but so is the problem. Now, the part you've been waiting for. What can you actually do about it? The good news is that your energy vampires are remarkably easy to defeat. Unlike the fictional kind, these ones cannot fly or transform into bats. They're just plugged into your wall. Step 1. Unplug devices you rarely use. That old printer sitting in the corner, the DVD player nobody has touched in 2 years, the second television in the spare room. Unplug them. They are drawing power continuously for no reason. Step 2. Use smart power strips. A smart power strip can automatically cut power to accessories when a main device is turned off. When your television switches off, the strip can also cut power to your cable box, game console, and speaker all at once. One button controls everything. Step 3. Adjust your device settings. Most modern gaming consoles and computers allow you to set them to a true low-power sleep mode, or to disable background downloading. Spend 5 minutes in your device settings. It could save you meaningful money over a year. Step 4. Make smarter purchases. When buying new electronics, look for energy efficiency ratings. Many devices now advertise their standby power consumption. A device that draws half a watt in standby is meaningfully better than one that draws 5. Now, a word of balance, because science demands fairness. Not every always-on device is a villain. Your refrigerator must run continuously. That is not waste, that is physics. Your internet router provides connectivity that your entire household depends on. Your security system monitors your home while you sleep. These are not energy vampires. These are essential services. The goal is not to unplug everything until your home looks like it was built in 1902. The goal is to identify the devices that are drawing power purely for convenience, and to decide, consciously and deliberately, whether that convenience is worth the cost. Sometimes, keeping a gaming console on standby so it can download updates overnight is a perfectly reasonable trade-off. Sometimes, having a microwave draw power 24 hours a day to display a clock that you could replace with a 5 Naira battery is not. The difference between those two situations is awareness. And now you have it. So, do your appliances use electricity when they're turned off? In most cases, absolutely yes. Your television, your charger, your gaming console, your microwave, your smart speaker, they are all drawing power right now, at this very moment, in the background of your life. Each one just a sip. Together, a surprisingly large portion of the energy your home consumes every single month. It is one of the strangest realities of the modern world. A hidden population of machines that appear dormant while secretly feeding from the grid. The next time you see a glowing standby light in a dark room, that faint red dot on your television, that green LED on your router, that blue pulse on your smart speaker, remember that off does not always mean off. Sometimes, off simply means waiting and snacking. Thank you for spending your time on Everyday Simple Science with Ray. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel, like and share this video, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a new episode. And if you are curious about more hidden science in your everyday life, click on the video showing on your screen right now, because I promise it is just as surprising as this one. This is Ray, and I will see you in the next one.